Clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell. Alright then, Bibjobs. Another one of Kip's clips as he sucks a glass dick. Anyway, this clip shall not be removed from YouTube. It is breaking no guidelines. It is giving out no medical information. It is reporting on local health authorities' reports, which stands on solid ground. I don't agree with YouTube's policy, but I understand it, and thus operate in and around it, you know? Play the game, as my dad used to say. Why not just play the game? Took me about 38 years to figure out what that actually meant. What my dad was meaning when he was saying that shit. Because I was always a rebel without a cause, always getting into trouble, fucking doing shit I shouldn't be doing. And my dad would always be like, why not just play the game? So YouTube, I'm playing the motherfucking game, motherfuckers. So, this isn't advice. This is me pointing in the direction of what local health authorities in Florida are doing in and around the COVID shit, my dyslexia is fucking kicking in. RNA, that's it. RNA vaccines. And what they are now recommending on the back of reports in fact, on the back of people analysing real data. Anyway, so before I do that, good morning, Roberto. Mate, I knew I wasn't tripping when I thought it was you that said that hole in the boat thing. It'd been so long since I'd fucking spewed that piss, I forgot fucking where it came from, but I knew it was in there somewhere. Anywho's, let's have a wee shifty at what the advice coming out of Florida in and around COVID vaccinations is at. Let's start with Reuters. Let's see if YouTube can justify censoring or kicking off news straight from the horse's mouth. So, Florida breaks with the CDC and recommends no COVID vaccinations for healthy children. Woo! Fucking hell. Some cunt grew a brain cell down there, man. All that sunshine and fucking orange juice. Wee brain cell. Oh my god. Why give experimental vaccines to healthy children? I mean, you would have thought this would have been fucking first off the bat out of fucking people with fucking half a fucking brain cell, wouldn't you? This was March the 7th. Florida's top health official said Monday the state would recommend against COVID-19 vaccinations for healthy children, breaking with guidance from the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDCP. In announcing the move during a press briefing, fucking hell, man. I can read it better off of this fucking screen. In announcing the move during a press briefing, convened by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. The state Surgeon General Dr. Joseph Lapodo cited studies that showed few COVID fatalities among healthy children and elevated risk among young boys receiving the vaccination of side effects such as myocarditis. And and I'm not going to pretend to understand this shit, I am no doctor. I'm maybe by Dr. Dre, but I'm no doctor. Dr. Pepper. Anyway, if I remember, if my understanding around that is correct, and it may not be, I think it's something to do with the heart and fucking your cardiac shit and stuff, which would make sense as to one of the victims of vaccination side effects that was in Glasgow on Saturday. This dude, I think it was his heart, and he couldn't stand up without it racing and all that jazz, so he like housebound, bedbound, he can't. Anyway, that kind of jazz. So that makes sense to me. So that's the route Florida's going down. And again, this will not get ripped off the boob tubes. What other route are we going down? Guidance for mRNA COVID vaccinations. Is this the right one? This is the right one. Now, I will go over this. Get to the headline. The state Surgeon General now recommends against COVID-19 mRNA vaccinations for males ages between 18 and 39. Now, I'm 40-year-old. I've not touched any of this shit, by the way, just for the record. Nada. I was never up for it. But anyway, I'm still going to opt out. Thank you very much, even though I'm not 18 to 39. Because, look at me, man. I look about 18-year-old. I'm beautiful. Right, so let's have a wee look at the reasons. The reasons that they have stated publicly in publicly released press releases. Now, sunscreen. I was going to say mute it there. Pause it if you want to read all this shit. In fact, what I'll do, I'll even drop this in the chittity chat. If anybody that wants to check it out. It's in the chittity chat. And I will remember later on, and I'll go back and drop the link in the information box. But now, I love first-hand evidence, first-hand information. You can't whack it. Cannot whack it. It's way more reliable than listening to nut bars on the boob tubes. Like myself. So, my first-hand kind of evidence in and around this is the witnessing of football players in fact, athletes in general, dropping like fucking flies because of heart attacks and shit. Now, and it's spiked. Just to my untrained eye, I would argue it is spiked. It's went up. So, what the Florida study, the Florida Department of Health conducted an analysis through a self-controlled case series, which is a technique originally developed to evaluate vaccine safety. This studied mortality risk following the mRNA COVID-19 vaccination. This analysis found that there is an 84%. This isn't fucking small potatoes, man. This isn't small potatoes. Healthy motherfuckers who probably, even if they got the virus, would have fucking survived the cold, the bad cold, are dropping like flies with fucking heart complications. Shit I don't understand, but shit that's fucking on the print in front of me. After a month, 28 days after getting this jag, make of that what you will, right? But people way smarter than myself have came to the conclusion that it's probably best that healthy males between the ages of 18 and 39 don't get this shit. It ain't worth the rolling the dice. And I'm not anti-vax at all. I just want people to be informed in the bullshit. You're taking something that hasn't really been tested out. Nobody really knows what's going to happen after the fucking fact. And there's some fucking things pointing to the direction that this shit ain't that fucking healthy for healthy people. That's what it's turning out to look like. 84% increase in the relative incidence of cardiac-related death among males 18 to 39. Oh my lord. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. Black and white. Local health authorities. Global world. This is them just reporting on facts, but you can't hide this shit. And you best believe that Big Pharma ain't going to be too happy about this because the profits just took away. And how many states are going to follow suit? I mean, see if it was like 2%, 3%, 4%, 5% increase, you'd be like, right, who knows? 85 fucking percent. And as I said, I've got the first-hand evidence of witnessing all the football players worldwide dropping down dead because they were forced to get the fucking virus, get the vaccine. And it's been happening with perfectly peak fitness athletes around the world. Among males 18 to 39, within 28 days following the mRNA vaccination, individuals with persisting cardiac conditions such as myocarditis, or that thing that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, should take particular caution when considering vaccination and discuss with their healthcare provider. Right, that's all I want. The information to be out there for people who make a more informed decision if they're going to fucking take this fucking jag or not. And for society not to browbeat people that fucking are actually a bit apprehensive about sticking some fucking untried technology down their fucking veins, ain't got 10 heads, and ain't like, I don't know, don't believe in space aliens and shit like that. But, great news. Long may it spread, but over here in the UK we ain't got the ability of fucking, well, we do actually have kind of local health authorities, man, but they're kind of governed nationally, ain't they? And especially when it would come to this shit, it'd be one singer, one song, you best believe it, man. There would be no room for fucking debate. There would be no room for somebody to bring this shit up. People are dropping down dead left, right and centre with heart problems straight after taking this vaccination, not to mention people losing their legs and being bedbound and shit. And that's only the tip of the iceberg that I'm willing to talk about because that's what I've witnessed firsthand. And there you have it, the State Surgeon General, which I think's like sort of the head doctor I think that's the best way to describe it. I may stand corrected in the structures of the institutions of the United States of America's states. Also, males over the age of 60 had a 10% increase of risk of cardiac-related death. So what do you want? The cold or the death? It's a hard choice. Somebody's got to make it. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you, man. I will leave a link for the information down below. It was in the fucking the chat as well. But you could say it's good news. I wonder if Florida will look at other types of vaccine injury, stroke, blood clot, etc. Well, mate, if I'm not mistaken, they do mention in here that there is no increase risk of cardiac shit happening in I need to fucking read that, man, honestly. RNA vaccinations. If I read that right earlier on. So they do state that there is no, there is, through the study, there has been no noticeable increase in risk in cardiac stuff. Now, excuse my ignorance, because sometimes you're doing well to steer clear of this pish to give your head a break. But I was unaware that there was RNA. Oh, hold on a second. Just got my bricks. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you folks, so people can, like, if you are chatting with somebody about this, you can pull out documents from the Florida State Health Board recommending against males. Get that shit, because it's causing fucking heart attacks and so on and so forth. Killing people by fucking up their heart. By injecting that fucking stuff in that I don't understand. Anyway, have a good day, y'all. I'm going to fuck off to the gym and enjoy myself. Don't have a heart attack, folks. That's not true. There's also heart inflammation deaths with the one which is non-mRNA. Well, mate, I'm only saying what's on that report, because then the video will stay up. Okay? If it's the vector one they're talking about, I have no idea, mate. I'm not going to sit here and even pretend to understand that shit. If I could understand a quarter of that shit, man, I certainly fucking wouldn't be sitting bumming about making YouTube videos, you know what I mean? I'd be doing something well more productive in my life. So, just make sure you have a good day. I'm going to go on 15 minutes in the gym, 2 hours in the health suite. Can't whack it. Alrighty, boob tubes, thanks for watching. Nims Flower, how you doing? Buddy or chick? Don't know. Roberto, you have a good June, mate. Hope your mum's no too shabby. Oh well, like hold on a sec. I'm not going to pretend that I know this or understand it, but what I do know is vaccinations are weird in law. The protections they have in and around vaccinations, and even as a general, you know, like their protection, like against, like if a vaccination fucks some cunt up, that company that issued that vaccination or that jag and stuff has got all sorts of protection under the law. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I can remember hearing it back in the day, but I've long forgot the details of it. But I do know that they have heavy protections under the law. That is for sure. Alrighty, boob tubes. Enjoy the rest of your Montag. Catches.
Clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell.